Hello friends, my name is Mahendra Jain and you are watching my YouTube channel Code AI Gyan. In this tutorial what we will discuss the few algorithm through which we can sort any of the list. So it is the most important question from the interview point of view. So there are few algorithm which is generally used for sorting the any of the list. So these are so what is happening? Suppose we are having this particular list. Right now we are using bubble sort over here. So in the bubble sort, what is happening? Suppose uh, these five element we are having in this particular list. So very first element is five. So what is happening in the first iteration go? It five will compare with three, and whatever value will be less, it will come at the first position, and then the second element will be which is the higher value, it will shifted here. Then with respect to second element, uh, these this and in the second iteration this and this will be compared, and whatever value will be higher, it will comes at the second position, and smaller value will become here. So what is happening? This 5 will be compared with the 3, and whatever if swapping will be there, then it will keep at that thing as it is. Suppose in our case we have 3 here, so 3 will come at first position, 5 will be there. And in the next iteration, what is happening? Then 5 will be compared with 7. So both 5 is lesser than 7, so 5 will be remain here and 7 will be here. And in the next iteration, then it will be swap out. Now we are having 7 or 2. 2 will come here and 7 will come here. And again, we have 7 and 6, that 6 will come here and 2 will come here. So in such fashion, in the first iteration of the loop, this will work like this. And in the second flow, then it will start from second position, and then it will go along with this. And in the third iteration, it will be go ahead with this. So similarly, in such a fashion, the bubble sort algorithm work. It's like a bubble coming out of the water. So whatever and bigger value it will be there, it will come later, and smaller value will come ahead of this, right? So in such a way. So now we are writing code for the same. Suppose now we already have learned function and loops for def function for bubble sort, and we are giving it our list over there, and we define that function, and we define n is equal to length. We define a particular length of the x value, which is 5 in our case, and then what we are doing, uh, we are doing the we are doing for I in range of n value, and then from there itself we are changing all those things. Again, inside that loop we are making it another one loop inside that, because we are taking one element and we are comparing to the next element to the last. So that's why we are starting from 0, and we are going from n minus I, because n is the total length, and I iteration minus 1 we are taking from minus 1, accepting the value of 1, right? So we have starting from 0, and it will go from n is the total length, and minus I iterator is the position at which we are having here, and minus 1 is we are already excluding first value. That's why we are making that change. And then if we are iterating those things, then we are comparing those two values, first value and second value, and in the next iteration it is so, then the second value and third value. So along that, what we are doing, we are comparing those things like x of j value, and we are comparing this with the next value, right? X of j plus 1 over here. So if we are comparing those things, if it is so, if we have a jth value is lesser, so what we are doing, we are swapping those things, right? Otherwise the swapping will not be there. So x of uh, for x of j, and for swapping, what we are doing, we are defining the syntax which is here, like this is equal to, we are swapping those things, x of j plus 1 comma, not here, x of jth value. So this is the swapping way of how you swap two different values. If we are firstly we compare those things, compare these two values. If comparison is there, then what we are doing, if it is false, then if it exists, then it will remain as it is. Otherwise, if it is fail, then the value will be changed. It is something like that. So this is the most recommended uh, it's swapping method we generally use for the same. So then we what we are doing, we're returning the list with us, right? So yeah. So what we are doing here, we are keeping those values as it is, and there is a value with us. Suppose we are expecting this value and keeping those value with a value named y, and here we are calling that function print of this value print, and then bubble sort we are making, and with the bubble sort what we are doing, we are defining the list with us. And if we print that thing, then you can see here this is the initial list, and we got this value 2 3 5 6 7, which is already sorted over here. So among all those five algorithm, bubble sort is works in such a way. And if yeah, so bubble sort works in such a way that we are swapping those things by comparing two values in a single go. Then in the next iteration, start from there, and next iteration will start from there. So accordingly, it is work. So that's it for this session, and keep learning, keep going, yeah, and be consistent to achieve your dream. So thank you for the session. Thank you.